My name is Jeff Lapon. I'm the program director for the Child and Youth Diabetes Program at Lawson Foundation, joined by a few colleagues here today. And this is part of our newly retitled Virtual Visits series. And today we are welcoming Aydan and Alyssa from the We Matter campaign. And I'll just hand it over to you and you can introduce yourselves and take it away. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And Chimigwech to everyone who's joining today to hear about We Matter and everything that we get up to and how to access our resources and support Indigenous youth, really from a trauma-informed lens and in terms of holding space and using storytelling really as the core of our messaging. And you're going to mainly hear from Aydan, but you'll also hear from me about a couple of our resources. And I encourage you to use the chat and let us know where you're joining in from. Ani, Sinawayasama Kondishnakas, Alderville First Nation, and Donjaba, Minwa, Ajujak, and Dodam. So my name's Alyssa. I'm the Youth and Engagement Lead at We Matter. So I oversee all of our youth programming, our On the Land programming, and our Ambassador of Hope program. So we have lots of really cool, exciting stuff that's happening across the country, virtually and in person. And I'm on my mom's side, I'm Irish settler mix, and on my dad's side, I'm Ojibwe. And his home reserve is Alderville First Nation. And I'm tuning in from Ottawa right now. I'm going to share my screen, so just want to double check that everyone can see our presentation. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I see some thumbs up. Yeah, so welcome. We Matter. Just a couple ladies from the organization, but we have a really amazing group of youth. We are a youth-led nonprofit. And I'm going to pass it right over to Aydan to get us into what we're going to be learning about today.
Oh gosh. Well, hello everyone. Tanse. I'm Aydan Joachim. I am from Assiniboine Nation and Mountain Métis territory. So that's up in Grand Cache and Treaty 8 in Alberta. I am an Indigenous youth advocate. This is my second year as an ambassador of hope through the AOH program. I am also, my daytime job is an industry liaison for my nation, and I am an advocate for environmental rights and also Indigenous women's rights. I'm a powwow dancer, a wrangler, and an outfitter. So it's really all about me. So, introducing We Matter. So, We Matter is a national youth led organization dedicated to mental health advocacy, life promotion, and leadership development. Founded in 2016, We Matter provides culturally grounded resources, peer support, direct funding for youth led initiatives, community driven engagement to address the barriers Indigenous youth face when accessing support. So We Matter was founded by our founders, Tanchai and Kelvin, when their nation was going through a suicide epidemic. So We Matter, we try to be rooted in continuously supporting youth that may not be in the best mental spaces, may not be able to have the capacity that they need to get through just day-to-day activities. So we have a little video if it'll load, and this is one of our other ambassadors of hope, Eagle Blackbird, and he's just going to kind of go into an explanation about more what We Matter is.
We are not able to have the audio clearly.
Sorry, did you say there's no audio?
No audio.
Yeah, no audio.
Oh, what the heck? It was working. Oh, no.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, let me see here. Oh, maybe because I was muted. Okay, let me try again. Sorry about that.
The We Matter campaign started as a simple idea that sharing our stories can change lives. It's about Indigenous youth, elders, artists, role models coming together and letting others know that they're not alone, that they matter, that I matter, that you matter, and we matter. Every voice adds medicine to our movement. Messages like, you belong, you matter, I'm proud of you, keep going. Those are the messages that'll guide you, that'll guide me, that'll guide us. At the We Matter campaign, we film messages of hope in hopes that you, the one watching, the one listening, someone will need to hear them today. They're sharing our stories. As hard as that may be, we turn our struggles into strength and our pain into purpose. That's that We Matter. We speak up, we show up, and we share our truths.
Oh, he's such a good speaker.
Love Eagle. So our mission is to help Indigenous youth feel loved, seen, heard, and supported through hope, culture, and strength. By sharing our stories, our words of encouragement, and our authentic messages of hope and resilience, we make sure that a community and a nation is stronger. So a little bit about how I got involved with We Matter. So I joined We Matter when I was 18. I will be turning 20 this year, so I'm going on my second year, hopefully one of many with the organization. I didn't really have any plans of doing any type of work like this when I was younger. I grew up in a very small town where this was never something that I thought was possible. So being able to join We Matter and have a group of people, not only with our amazing staff that work there, but also my fellow AOH. It's truly a family where you get to not only find yourself within this community, but help others find themselves. I've made lifelong friends through the organization, and truly it has changed my life. I got involved with We Matter as, I guess, my original plan was that I wanted to advocate for Indigenous women's rights. When I was 15, 16, I got into a very bad relationship where I was unfortunately groomed and sexually assaulted. Through this organization, I've been able to advocate for other women, for share my story, and hopefully reach other youth, because not only did that take a toll on so many aspects of my life, but it took a huge toll on my mental health. And I am very fortunate to be here to even speak to you guys today. So We Matter not only has helped me find my voice, but has helped me help other people find their voices. So We Matter is truly such an amazing organization that has helped so many youth, not only the ones that have gone through similar things like me, but anybody who's struggling to truly help find their place, and how we as Indigenous people can fit into different systems, and how we can kind of bridge that gap between colonial and traditional knowledge and continue to live a world where we walk that bridge in the right way, and that we live our lives in the right way, and that we're proud of every way that we can walk is one that we are going on the right journey. Next slide. So I just wanted to share some photos from some of the experiences we've gotten to do with We Matter. We Matter is truly a family. None of us are really not friends with each other. We talk on a regular basis, even the staff. So you'll see some photos from our Hope Forum, which is a kind of gathering that we do once a year where all of our AOH from across Canada come and join together in one location, and we'll do some programming to help further our experience within the program. So a big thing that I really enjoy about We Matter, and something that I take a lot of passion is our on the land programming. Throughout my experience with We Matter, we've had a lot of chances to go out on the land and truly help address the community's capacity that we are working in through doing more traditional aspects of programming. So in the pictures that are shown right here was from our Kainai Hide Camp. So throughout that camp, not only we met a lot of people and we had a lot of people share their personal stories, but we could all come together where we were practicing in ceremony for the traditional Blackfoot way of doing sweats. And then also we did a buffalo hunt, and where we learned to cut the meat and we learned to do hides. So a lot of people, especially like from outside of the community that came, they got to experience something that isn't as easily like attainable in a way to other community members that might be urban, that might be in a situation where they cannot easily connect to like traditional knowledge. So I feel like We Matter has really helped with the reconnection of knowledge. There's just some more pictures. We truly, even though not all of us worked for We Matter, we had a lot of youth, not only from the community that we flown in from also Kodacha to come join us, but we had a couple AOH people, and we connected to the youth in so many ways through laughter, through movement, through ceremony as well. So we're just going to go into a little bit of our programs and resources. We Matter has various programs, not only the AOH program, but others. So our first would be the campaign videos. So originally We Matter was formed around the campaign videos. These are videos that Indigenous people, that may be youth, maybe elders, maybe advocates, will film saying something that they've experienced and something that they learned from it, instilling a sense of hope to whoever is watching it. So We Matter encourages all Indigenous youth or individuals to make a video and share their stories. Your video will be featured on our website and social media platforms, providing a platform to inspire others. So these videos might be something just as simple as you're doing amazing and that everything will be okay, to someone truly explaining something that they went through to hopefully connect with someone that may be going through something similar. So our work started, just kind of covering back, our work started with the We Matter campaign, a national multimedia campaign in which Indigenous role models, youth, and community members from across Canada submit short videos, written and artistic messages, sharing their own experiences and overcome hardships and communicating with Indigenous youth that no matter how hopeless life can feel, there's always a way forward.
Anse, I'm Aydan Joachim. I'm from Treaty 8 territory, Assiniboine Nation. I'm an Indigenous youth who works with We Matter as an ambassador of hope. I would like to give a message to the youth to just keep trying, because even though it gets hard and after you leave the reservation, you feel kind of lonely because there is no community and you feel like you've left those people. You got to keep going because you are the future, and it's going to be hard, but keep finding those supports, keep trying to participate in culture, find powwow classes, find just ways that you can do beadwork, connect to creator anyway, and find your people, find other Indigenous, because you're not the only one that may feel like that. It's hard and it's going to be hard, but you just got to keep going. Hi.
So that was just a little video that we filmed last year at the Mental Health Summit in Calgary. And that's just kind of an example of what a We Matter campaign video would look like.
Hey, and we also have that was a really good example of like what our campaign videos are. We actually have a library of over, I think, 500 now. So any youth who's really going through any kind of hardship, you can actually filter the videos through the different hardships, and then anyone who touches on that topic, those videos will pop up, and anyone is welcome to either self-film a video, or you can invite We Matter to come to your community organization. If you feel called to share, there is a link on our website, and you can upload your own if you have anything that you want to share and feel called to do so. And then our other kind of part that had really taken We Matter from a multimedia campaign to what it is today is our toolkits and resources. We have toolkits for ideally really anyone. We have some self-guided toolkits. So these ones are the toolkits for youth. the mini toolkit under 11 as well. So we have some that are a little bit for the younger kids who the information becomes a little bit more digestible for that age group. And then we also have toolkits for anyone who works directly with Indigenous youth. So if you're a support worker or a community leader or an educator, these toolkits ideally are the ones that you're going to want to take a look at. And it really just kind of dives into how to access our resources and how to maybe navigate through how to have hardship conversations with youth without taking up space and allowing yourself to hold space for them. And then we also have, so actually I'll give you kind of like an overview. This is what the toolkits look like. We have the educators and facilitators. We have the self-guided one for Indigenous youth. We have our mini toolkit. We have a mini toolkit for kids, the support workers and educators. We also have lesson plans as well. Currently, all of these toolkits are being edited, and they're going to reflect some new videos that we have, some new messaging, and some new branding. So definitely something really excited to look forward to. But you can access all of these for free on our website. And then this is kind of just like a little look through just to show you what these look like. The PDF ones that are being edited and will be added onto our website will actually have clickable links now, and some QR codes that will just help you navigate it digitally a lot better, or maybe like not better, for lack of a better term, maybe a little bit more efficiently. And then we do have some resources that have just recently come out within the past year or two. And one of them is the Pathfinding Towards a Flourishing Future Awareness and Advocacy Guide. This one was developed by We Matter and some external folks to really improve like the awareness, access, and quality of supports for Indigenous children and youth, including 2SLGBTQIA+ young people, and really to empower service providers and others who work with Indigenous youth and children. So this is a really, really cool guide that has come together. So I definitely encourage you to check this one out. And then we also it's not included in here, but we have our collective healing guide as well. You can also access that on our website. And this one it's actually going to be a living document. So it will be having more and more added each year. And we had worked very closely with some elders and in terms of like working with them for having their own sovereignty over what they want to share and sharing it in a way that feels good for them. It was really beautifully put together. So I highly, highly recommend you also check that one out. And I'll pass it back on to Aydan.
So our IYR, there we go, support fund is our youth grant. Indigenous Youth Rise Support Fund. And it's a grant to support Indigenous youth that promote community wellness. So each season, Indigenous youth can apply for the IYR season fund, support fund, and for up to $2,000 to run events, activities, and projects for Indigenous youth. And then past recipient projects examples would be a drum making workshop, basket weaving workshop, and self-care kits.
And what's really cool about our grant program too, we do run it seasonally. So every season you can expect, currently we only have funding to award 15 projects per season. And our demand, we're getting in about around 100 to 200 applications per season. So there is a huge need for this. The really cool thing about our grants is you can be an Indigenous youth as young as 13. We've even had 11-year-olds apply. And you don't need to be incorporated. You don't need to be a charity. You don't need to have your own organization. all you need to have is a dream, a vision, something that you want to bring to community, because really it's about empowering youth and letting them know that like we don't have to wait for, you know, service providers to be coming into our communities and into our spaces. We actually have all of these wonderful ideas, and this is just our small way of supporting those ideas and making them a little bit more accessible. We've even had youth do like a movie night at their school. They bought snacks, they bought some door prizes and a Netflix subscription. So it really can look, it might seem simple, but these are opportunities to really gather community and to gather youth and allow them to have the safe spaces that they so clearly need. And then this is actually, oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You do you.
This is an example of one of the grants. So this one was from the fall 2024 IYR grant round. And it was an intergenerational empowerment event. So it brought together 40 Indigenous language immersion students from Isaac Brock School with elders at the Southeast Care Home in Winnipeg, Manitoba. And this was on March 5th, 2025. And despite an initial challenge with the university approval, the event proceeded successfully with a group of members volunteering. So this day was filled with activities such as like an opening prayer, making sock bunnies, Indigenous coloring, games, dancing, and it really led to shared laughter, learning, and healing for both the students and elders, ultimately inspiring youth to become more involved in their communities. And, you know, as much as our programs are for youth, we really recognize that we don't like to silo, you know, elders, our aunties, uncles, and youth. We do really encourage folks to also think about how important it is to be learning from each other. And the grants are a really easy way to do that.
So our last pillar of We Matter is our Ambassador of Hope program. So that's the program that I'm currently with. Ambassador of Hope are Indigenous youth ages 16 to 30. I'm pretty sure that the ages changed to 18.
We did move it to 18.
But they're people who share messages of hope, culture, strength within community spaces and regions. So our applications usually open up around March 2025 at the end of the fiscal year, and we have acceptance in May or so. So We Matter's National Ambassadors of Hope program offers access to mentorship, learning, training opportunities, and support so you can connect, uplift, inspire, and create change. So We Matter's program of Ambassadors of Hope has been truly phenomenal. Getting to meet and travel, doing things that a lot of people my age especially wouldn't get the opportunity to do. But not only that, We Matter has care